Hello friends, Heath Norris here, write-in candidate for Kansas governor. I just wanted to apologize to you. I didn't know you needed to have a big media event to announce that you were running for governor. So here it is, friends. I'm running for governor. Okay, seriously. I wanted to take a minute. I'm holding in my hand, I got it off the internet, the Constitution of the state of Kansas. I've been reading through here, and nowhere that I can find does it say that you have to have a PhD or a big old degree to run for state office. So if you have in your head, well, he can't do that. Well, sure you can. I'm a Kansan, aren't you? You live here, don't you? You're not a Texan. You're not a Cornhusker, whatever. We're Kansans. We need to come together and say, look, we're Kansans, we're here, we need to do our thing. And we need to do it in a more right fashion than we've been doing. And again, my stance is whatever's going on up there at Topeka, how we get millions of dollars in the hole is beyond me. Because I know, you know, I've tried to do it as right as I can, and it's hard to stay afloat sometimes. And as many taxes as I've paid in the last 3 or 4 years, shoot, I don't know how we're that far in the hole. And the state of Kansas can't just print money like the federal government, which is wrong as well. And you know this, because you can't print money, because if you print it, you're in big trouble. So, you know these things are right, and you know something wrong is going on up there. Too many people with their hand out, too many people throwing money at stuff to try to fix stuff that shouldn't even be in their scope of vision. I'm talking in generalities, yes, but you know something's not right. And I'm saying until we send one of us, and I'm just as common as the next guy, and everybody else is too busy raising their farms and their kids and their cars and their girlfriends and their ex-wives and trying to take over somebody's business and run this guy into the ground and all that mumbo jumbo, and you know that's a bunch of malarkey too, don't you? One of us has got to go up there and take a look at things. We got to send them. And we can do that by all coming together. Why are you doing the write-in thing, Heath? Well, I'll tell you. I don't have to jack with primaries. And there's fees. I'm still finding out, boy, you gotta let go of a percentage of the salary to file on this thing if you get on the party ticket. Well, baloney. This is America, Jack. It shouldn't cost me to run for office. And thank God we live in a country and a state where I can turn in a write-in for candidacy. I'm sorry it's late. I'm slurring a little bit. But thank God we still live in a country and a state where you can turn it in and make a stab at doing something right, and it doesn't just flat cost you to do that. But guys, you don't need a big old college education to know what's right. I sure don't. Some of you have figured it out later. Well, gee, yeah, I got that college degree, but it sure wasn't a guarantee of anything, was it? No, Heath, it wasn't, is the answer. You still had to go out and produce and prove yourself. But no, in academia world, in places like that, oh, you got a piece of paper, you must be the big dog, the big kahuna. You see, they get all their authority from their piece of paper and their position and their power. You know them as bureaucrats. Anyway, gang, this is just a quick message here. I'm already pushing 5 minutes, but I just wanted to point out one thing to you here. I have our state statutes, general provisions is chapter 25 of the state statutes. Right over here, 25-116. Certain political parties barred. No political party which is directly, indirectly, or affiliated by any means whatsoever with the Communist Party of the United States, the Communist International, or any other foreign agency, political party, organization, or government. Section C. Any political party which directly or indirectly carries on, advocates, teaches, justifies, aids or abets a program of sabotage, force, and violence, sedition, or treason against the government of the United States or this state. None of those will be recognized, I'm sorry. Or qualified to participate or permitted to have the names of its candidates printed on the ballot. Well, I'm sorry, friends. We got a communist in the White House, and that same crazy communist, give up your authority, you can't do anything unless we tell you. You see that? Have any of you even been into the schools lately? Little children can't think for themselves, they don't want to do anything, they get it handed to them at home. That's not all their fault either. And that's a whole nother discussion that I could get into. But you've seen it in your own kids, they're lazy, but then you hand it to them, you tell them to do something, and you don't call them on it when they don't do it. And believe me, friends, it's a tough road to hoe. But we've got to hunker down at our house, in our own mind, and get things squared away, because we can't live on somebody else's dime for very much longer, and that's what they want us to do. And pretty soon you'll have to make a decision. Well, do you want to be ponying up the dough, or you want to be on the dole? You want to be on the take, or do you want to be the guy working to pay for the guy on the take? Now you should have the appropriate answer for that. So we're pushing 7 minutes. This quick message just to remind you, common sense, hard work, and a passion for the truth is what will get us out of this craziness. And to be able to stand up to Crazy Town. In a longer speech, I'll get into Crazy Town, but Crazy Town is just when unreasonable people seem to be ruling, and they get their way because no reasonable person will stand up to them. Now, I've quit a job and moved back to Wichita to fight these crazy people, and the only place to do it is at state level and in your house. But collectively, we got to do it at the state with the federal government, and that's my platform. So, 8 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up here. Remember, folks, I still need 5,000 signatures. If you want to help, send me an email, post a comment here. But I thank you for any and all support. Heath Norris, write-in candidate for governor, state of Kansas. And God bless the United States of America.